will look something up. Let's look up. Alright, let's see if we can find a good old look at Adagio. Here we go. Lorelei, Rome. Here we go. Even though it's a month old, it still might be good. Don't worry about this, like how he starts. Flash started boots here because he's expecting to fight on early. They were fine. Yeah, we'll watch this at 2. So he's tanking for a jungler to see how he autos first, and like kind of pulls the creeps towards the next camp. Starts the next one while the jungler finishes. His laner's being pushed in. This is like a weird game where they actually have like 2 captains in the lane. But this is probably the start you'll see mostly at your level. There's like a different start now, but not everybody does it, even at my level. So they secure this pretty easily. They're backing. Ardent came up. See, he just goes to lane. He's babysitting his lane. He's just sitting in the bush, throwing attacks out, harassing because he still has his pot. He's just trying to help his lane push back, because at this meta you're always just pushing lane, letting his jungler get free farm so he can hopefully outpace the other jungler. He's pretty low, but he's baiting because he's greedy. But I don't know if they get a kill off this. I haven't watched this video. So now look at this huge wave. They have this huge wave. He overstayed like a fool. Don't overstay like that. That wave is huge. And yeah, he was too low. So it's just fine back. There's nothing wrong with that. But now his jungler is fighting the other jungle. Whatever. Let's go back to it. See, he's already building towards his fountain, which is good. His lane just killed because they had all that minions, and that Catherine was taking all the minions plus the lyre damage. He didn't get any awards yet. He's just coming back to get levels because it also is good to, like, I know I said you want to kind of camp your lane and let your jungler get levels, but it's also good to go back. Like, if the lane's push and there's nothing to do, there's nothing wrong with going back and going with your jungler to help him farm, and then potentially you guys can fight over the tree in the middle again. But he doesn't, so he goes back to lane to help just shove in the wave, keep him safe while the jungler gets more farm so he can be ahead. And when it comes to team fighting, he'll be able to put up the big deeps. So here, this is what you were talking about earlier with pushing. They have no vision on the map right now. They see that Ardent is backing. Here, let me make this full screen. Is that full screen all the way? That's fine. Let's make sure I can see this. All right. Oh, my stupid face is in the way. Oh my god. All right. Go to. This is a good example. Good example. Or I can just make face smaller. Okay. Here we go. This is a prime example of what you want to know. All right, we good? All right, no worries. Yeah, don't feel guilty like you have to stay or anything. Let me get through this one example, and then we'll just cut it off there because I'm just gonna talk forever and keep going, and there's gonna be no stop to it. Okay. So we see that Ardent is backing. We have no vision on the map of the other jungler. We don't know where he's going to be because we can guess he backed too because our jungler back and we just cleared. So that is plenty of time for their jungler to just clear. So their jungler is probably around here. I have not watched this VOD yet, so this is my guess. Ardent's backing. He's low. We're all full health. Your team has mana. They're not. Maybe they'll be able to kill the Catherine, but Catherine's pretty tanky, so it's just, and they have the wave advantage too, so they're just gonna go ahead and push tower. They're just gonna push. Yeah, there's Flicker jungle. Oh man, this is like a troll game. I showed you like a troll game. Yeah, Flicker was out of position, and they're able to capitalize on that. Oh, watch this in normal speed. See how they're not like directly attacking. They're kind of using the minions to push. So Flicker's right there. T-Swizzle sees that he hits an amazing stun. They do so much damage. Boom, dead. Now they're able to get free damage off because you want to push the wave in, and he overstayed too. So this is good because now they get to push in the wave. So what this glaive is gonna go do is he's gonna go counter jungle because their jungler and their carry was just dead. Or what he could have done is you could have gone on down and taken their jungle, and this person's gonna die too. Oh my gosh! See, this guy's overstaying. Sometimes it's just better to leave and not worry about it. It's not worth pushing here because not only does your carry have no health, but you also have no health and mana. And your minion wave just ran out, so it's not like, even though like you could probably get like tons of damage, it's not worth dying for. Like you could just get another ace, or another team fight can go that way later on in the game when you do have more items, and you'll just be taking towers so much faster because you'll have the items to make that push more effective. They're also playing all captains in a glaive, so yeah. Hi Lion Warrior, how are you? Okay, did that help? I hope that helped. Does that make sense? Alright, we'll keep playing it. We'll see what happens. Go back to full speed. Or 2 speed. Sea Glacius, jungling. 2 speed. They're just fighting. Glaive now is Sorrow Blade. Can't see the minute mark, but that's like a 5-minute minute mark, which is good. He's just weaving in autos in between his spells. Nothing. See, he's like sticking back. Like he's up in the front, but the second he sees, he saves this. Notice how he's not just spamming out his spells. He saves this to see when they're going to go back in on his carry, and then he'll use the combo to save his Lyra. So it's not always about like spamming out his abilities. It's about saving yours for the right timing. Like unless you're going for like an initial catch, or like you're going to like pick somebody off, if they engage onto you, you either immediately use it on you if your carry's in immediate danger, or you save it. You kind of like save it in the for either they're re-engaged, like in this case, he uses the farm bad. You either save it for your re-engage, like in this case, or they're running away and you're chasing and they're like low health. So see, you do indirect damage by keeping your own carry alive. I'm doing pretty good, Lion Warrior. We're just going over some basic just fundamentals. Alright, so in return they got the kill. She's on cooldown. They push in this wave, and look, now they get here's the chip damage you like. They kind of harass him under tower because he's just super low. They don't have like a really good push because it's Lyra, it's 2 captains, so they kind of have to wait for their glaive to make anything good happen. But see, now they have more items, more damage, and they're able to get the tower. So this first tower opens up what we were talking about earlier. This first tower, after this tower's down, this is like your new like line of scrimmage. Like, do you know football? This is kind of like your new line of scrimmage of like places you can go, rather than it being like right here. So that's kind of like early game. The rest is all up to. The rest is just up to how the game goes. But as long as you get that early lead or prevent the early deaths, and at like the level, at like any level pretty much, like it's different for professionals, but like as long as you're staying ahead in CS or like ahead in items, you're winning. You don't need to like go for a set amount.